Right, 8 February 2024, and today is an amazing day. It's a day that I never thought I'll be talking to you about. Doc, how are you doing, Doc?
Very well, Gambakwe. How are you?
Good. So today we've got a very short update. We don't want to take a long time. We want people to have as much information as possible. I know people have seen videos. So what we're going to do is we're going to do what we usually do. I give you what I have received from my sources. Then you can give me your comment on what is happening and what are your views. So good evening to everybody. Today we've got an amazing day. The CCC, which was of Nelson Chamisa, has finally breathed its last. Nelson Chamisa is no longer in the CCC, and he has launched his new, you can see the new here. This is Nelson Chamisa himself launching here, and he is pointing to the blue in the right direction. Doc, am I correct that that's Nelson Chamisa?
That is advocate. That is the advocate, indeed.
Yes. This is Nelson Chamisa, and it's amazing what Nelson Chamisa has done here. Nelson Chamisa has surprised everybody today. We have seen Ostalos sharing the pictures of the meeting here. So this is a massive meeting, and on the picture you can see Amos Chibaya, you can see Ostalos, you can see Ngadzwore, and I see some guys there behind. I don't know who they are mostly, but what we're seeing here is the launch of the new. So this is the new that started in Mtare. Now this meeting has spread to Harare, and Nelson Chamisa himself has confirmed the blue. You can see that the colors are blue. And at the end of this video, me and Dr. Mteneri are going to sing. We're going to sing one of these songs from Nelson Chamisa. So I want to play the songs, then we'll see when we close here, so that people can see how committed we are. You can see I'm blue right now. So let me give you what I have, Doc, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay.
So Chamisa has been doing the groundwork, and the launch has been going on. What I'm talking about is going to the grassroots, talking to people, consulting. That has been going on, and there is a lead team that has been going around. I'll play for you a video where this is confirmed, what I'm saying here. This has been done very quietly and in secret for a very long time. When we're saying, where is Chamisa? Where is Chamisa? This is what Chamisa was doing. And Chamisa is not taking any of the old people from the CCC, especially the MPs, senators, and councillors. Those people are not being taken. Chamisa is taking those people that are loyal to him and new people. So according to what I've heard, and I've already given you a snippet, Chamisa is going to bring up a fresh new team that you've never seen before, and that team is going to surprise everybody. There will be structures in place like you're seeing now. I don't know what the structures will look like, but at the grassroots there is a building of structures that is taking place. The SADC petition is going to be going on. Chamisa is looking for an election rerun, and as you have seen, Ostalos and Chibaya are leading this campaign right now. But there are other people, much more senior people, that are going to see who are going to emerge. What Nelson Chamisa is building here is massive. It's very big, and it's something that is going to challenge ED like it's never been challenged before. So this is what I've heard, and from the CCC side, right now there is commotion and lack of order. No one knows what is going on. Tendai Biti has not managed to step up. Remember, I was saying that Tendai Biti must step up and take leadership. He has not stepped up. He's not taken leadership. Similar to Washman Ngobe, he's not done the same. And today, Job Scala has launched his own movement, and I'm going to unpack that movement tomorrow morning. But as far as the CC is concerned, no one in there is going to be involved in this thing that is being formed. This is only Nelson Chamisa who is here. Now, I want to take you to a short speech that was said here. So I want to just show you, it's a very small snippet, but the talking was very little here. So I'm going to thank Comrade Basopo. He's back from the United States. So he shared this snippet. You can go to Comrade Basopo. He's got this little snippet here. Right. So what he's saying there is vachibaya vachakuudzai tataura zvakawanda and imiwo mozotaura kuti munoti kudii nazvo. I think, Doc, that is a consultation process, if I'm not wrong.
That is consultation that is going on, and I think vanoti chakatanga ndo chakachenjedza. He is literally doing what people clamored for, immediately after the MDC alliance. People said you are too late, and I think he has moved quite with good speed. And this is actually interesting to see that he is doing it at an early stage immediately after he dumped the Triple C.
Okay, so let's go to the songs. As I said, me and you are going to sing after this. I can sing, so I'm gonna sing a Chamisa song, right? Right, lots of young people. Chamisa is appealing to a lot of young people. What do you say, Doc?
You know what, Gambagwe, thank you very much for this. I was supposed to have gone live, 2 days ago, and my topic was going to be Advocate Nelson Chamisa in a move that symbolizes, if you want to use the biblical analogy, Solomonic wisdom. Vana Chavangu and I want to believe Tendai Bit and the others, they definitely acted like those two mothers in the Bible. They both had 2 children, and one child was smothered. And so when they woke up, they were fighting for this child. This child, probably, if you like, is the Triple C. And one mother decided to say, well, when Solomon came, and Solomon, I take it as the citizens, and Solomon came and said, okay, then let's have a knife. We cut the child into 2 so that the other mother takes the other piece, the other one takes the other piece. One mother who was selfish, very selfish, who was playing the zero-sum game, said, yes, let's cut the child into pieces. And I liken these people to the likes of Chabangu, Tendai Biti, who is saying, I'm not going anywhere. The Welshman who were working in the background. But the other mother, and I take this as Advocate Nelson Chamisa, and that's the wisdom he is using, who said, okay, let this child not be killed. I will leave it to the other mother as long as this child lives. And I can see that wisdom that he has used. And the citizens, Solomon then said, okay, the honor of the mother is this one who is saying, let the child live. And the citizens are doing exactly that, like Solomon. They are giving it to Chamisa to say, yes, Chamisa is the real mother of this thing. He is the one that has the heart. And what we are seeing, the pictures we are seeing, are confirming that. But now, what will these other people do? Now they are scared to come out and take leadership of the Triple C, which Advocate Nelson Chamisa, left. But kudos to the Advocate Nelson Chamisa. The only thing that I wish, and this is a great message, is that in this new movement, let's not reinvent the wheel. Let the constitution be set up at the beginning. Let clear structures be set at the beginning so that you don't give ZANU-PF reasons to try to topple you. Because ZANU-PF, once you try to come up with something, already we had Jonathan Moyo saying, if Nelson Chamisa creates anything that is not a political party, it's unconstitutional. If Nelson Chamisa goes against what the constitution does, he is being subversive. And in that, we can already see that they will start to plan something else to destroy whatever Advocate Nelson Chamisa will bring out. But if we just create political parties as we know them and try to put watertight systems to avoid, infiltration, I think this will work. And there is again another signal. I think the SADC process is not dead. That is why Advocate Nelson Chamisa is pulling up this move, and this is great, Gambakwe, because it actually fans that fire of democracy, that fire of change that was in Zimbabwe, which had been dampened by what the Chabangus were doing with what trusted people such as Tendai Biti, if indeed he is part of it, were doing. This is great that, Zimbabweans will always punish those politicians who play the politics of the stomach. So it's a new day. I think it's a new era. I think it's a new direction. And Advocate Nelson Chamisa's energy should revitalize Zimbabweans and bring that flame of change once again. And I'm extremely happy for him, and I'm extremely upbeat that he is going to bring change to Zimbabwe.
All right, Doc. Thank you very much for this contribution. And people love Chamisa. Everywhere I go here in Cape Town, it's Chamisa everywhere. And I think Chamisa is going to do very, very well. As I said, when Chamisa comes out and he presents himself to the people, it changes everything. And you can see it already, what has happened here. Just with a few pictures and short videos, everything has changed. The whole country is following. What do they say? That's what is happening here. Yes. So I want you to sing, Doc. Let's go. Let's sing this song here. Let's sing this song, Doc. Let me show you which one. Let's go. Chamisa ndibereke hai wai ndiri pawendo ndibereke hai wai. Chamisa ndibereke hai wai ndiri pawendo ndibereke hai wai. Come on, Doc. It's amazing, Doc. I've never seen, you see, I've been following Chamisa and the MDC since the formation. So when I was in varsity, what the young guys are doing now, they don't know that this is what we were like.
Yeah.
When we finished school in 2001, I graduated 2001.
Okay.
Our generation still believed in what these young guys are believing in. And I've got a gray hair now. Can you believe that?
In 2002, I remember when I was starting my university with Bojawusile Shumba at Midland State University. This was exactly the atmosphere. And back then, though, of course, we started to see ZANU-PF putting its heavy hand, but the kind of singing, the kind of, emotive mobilization like we are seeing is what was there. And I think Advocate Nelson Chamisa represents this new generation. He is of this digital generation. He is where the hope of the people are, not this talk of the liberation struggle. I'm not saying the liberation struggle is not important, but which never ends, which doesn't put food on our tables, which does not change the livelihoods of people, which does not bring jobs for the young people, which does not change our currency.
I think we've lost the doctor. I hope that he comes back. This would be crazy.
Yeah, liberation rhetoric, which is not, bringing any food on the table. So Advocate Nelson Chamisa is clear. In fact, you should have seen his tweet yesterday, in which he redefines the society that we want. And I think this struggle has also shaped him. And listen, Gambakwe, struggles shape leaders. The likes of Mnangagwa and that generation were shaped in the forest, in the bush, where never got counseling after that. They never got, to be reformed into society. So the kind of politics that they are playing, even since 1980, is the same. They beat you up if you are opposing. They kill you if you are in the opposition. They, that is the politics of yesterday. But Advocate Nelson Chamisa represents the new generation, the politics of tolerance, the politics of ideas that we can still, confront with ideas without physically confronting each other and harming each other, which is exactly why I, for one, have always spoken, for Advocate Nelson Chamisa, because it's his politics. It's not the person per se, because it's the struggle which he picked from Morgan Tsvangirai, and he's taking it up. And I think the sooner ZANU-PF realizes that the people want new politics of tolerance, Gambakwe, is what we need, and Advocate Nelson Chamisa is bringing it. And I hope from here, if we put things right, this is what will change this country.
Okay, thank you very much, Doc. I want to see if anyone did comment on my singing. What I was singing here. Did anyone comment on how good my singing? Otherwise, I'll sing again. That would be amazing. Yeah. So I think, there's a comment about my singing. I'm a great singer. You see that? They love it. So, Doc, I think we should end it here. I've got a lot to say about Jobs Gala tomorrow. So we'll unpack that. It's related to what Chamisa has done today. There is a lot of work to be done. Let's not cheat ourselves here. There is a lot of work to be done ahead of us. Chamisa is a great mobilizer. If he stands on a stage, he just mobilizes and changes everything. Today, ED is going to take his gumboots and wear them, and then he's going to go into bed with them. Yes, this is what is going to happen. So this is not a small thing that has happened today. It's a massive, massive development that has happened. But I know that a lot of people are said, the guys in the CCC, they feel left out. They feel like they have been punished for something they didn't do. And I know a lot of people who talk to me, they have got that feeling that Chamisa has abandoned them. And I know that he has not abandoned them. And I'm going to unpack that tomorrow, what needs to happen. My view is that the CCC should not die, because the guys who are in the CCC, it's not all of them who are involved in whatever Chamisa is like. Yeah.
Gambakwe, let me just make a small comment there, that I think what Advocate Nelson Chamisa is also trying to do is to kill that spirit of entitlement. There are many gatekeepers who were in the MDC, MDCT, MDC alliance. They are gatekeepers. They have that sense of entitlement. They think that they've gone through the passage of right by whatever has happened to them, and therefore they are deserving of leading. No, the new politics today should be on meritocracy, not proximity to Nelson Chamisa. It should be the politics of tolerance, the politics that realizes that we have to serve the people, not of the stomach. So I think none of them should feel left out, because as I said in one of my presentations, the toxic thing that brought the demise of the Triple C was that once Advocate Nelson Chamisa, as the leader, pronounced that the Triple C was a new thing, the likes of Tendai Bit are still holding on to the structures of the MDC Alliance of 2019. That's why he said, as far as I know, look at it at this. We're talking about Triple C. Asked about Triple C, he said, as far as I know, no process has dissolved the structures of 2019 of the MDC Alliance. How did he link the Triple C and the MDC Alliance? It is because the likes of Jonathan Moyo, who were the coaches around the formation of Triple C, I mean, obviously on the negative side, he had put in people's minds that the Triple C is actually a transposed MDC Alliance. No, it wasn't. So this will be a new thing. And I think Advocate Nelson Chamisa can see his vision where he said it's a new thing. where new leaders can come and vie for office based on merit. And I think those in Triple C today who feel left out should now search themselves to say, are they in it for their stomachs? Are they in it to be known by the leader, to be close to Advocate Nelson Chamisa, or they are there to work themselves from the bottom up with the people? So this is fair game. Fair game. They played the zero-sum game with the Triple C. Advocate Nelson Chamisa left them. And now the new has come. And my hope and prayer is that let this new one be guided by proper conventional ways of doing things without getting off the norm. And because once you try to invent a new wheel, ZANU-PF is after you. Kudos to Advocate Nelson Chamisa.
Okay, Doc, I think we've said enough for today. Let's wait and see what Chamisa says he's going to have to speak. And we're going to hear him speaking. We haven't heard him speaking for a very long time. So we're waiting to hear that. As I said, my job is to make sure the opposition is strong. So I'm going to support everyone. I'm not going to black out anyone. And this is how it's going to be. You're going to hear everyone here speaking. I'm going to look for Tendai Biti. I'm going to look for Scala. I'm going to look for everyone. These are brothers. So at the end of the day, we are all on the same side. We may have disagreements. This is what my views are. And I'm going to look for those guys. We're going to give them an opportunity to speak. And I've got great respect for Ana Ncube, Ana Scala, Ana Biti. They've gone through a lot to get us where we are. But today is Nelson Chamisa's day. He's done a great thing. He has launched in an amazing way. Yeah.
Fantastic, Gambakwe. You know where it just boggles the mind is how just days after the election, when the Triple C had gained a considerable number of MPs in the parliament, how they could go all the way to just destroy that. Those recalls, Gambakwe, none of them came out to defend. None of them came to say we are against what Chabangu is doing, but they all confirmed. And Chabangu himself said, "Tendai, I'm working with Tendai Biti. I'm working with Nelson, with Welshman Ncube. I'm working with." None of them came out to disown Chabangu. Gambakwe, that was the most painful thing. After people braved it out, Gambakwe, people died for this thing. People died at election rallies because they supported the Triple C. In Kwekwe, we saw people dying. We saw the bishop who was killed in Mavuku. People died, but people, because they just wanted to achieve whatever they wanted to achieve with Advocate Chamisa, they destroyed what the people were working for. If they really were genuine, why didn't they work in the background to find each other? This time, you know, Gambakwe, while we must preach unity and it is important that the opposition gets united, but then how can one be trusted when you go all the way to destroy the gains that have been gained in the 2023 election, to take away they were literally trailblazing, recalling everybody to just achieve what they wanted. And it's unacceptable, Gambakwe. And
yes,
it takes time to trust. It takes time to trust.
Okay, Doc, you haven't sing. I want you to sing before we go. Okay, so I think this is an amazing day. And Doc, thanks very much for joining. We'll be back. As usual, you are free to come live anytime. Doc has got a slot here. I'm sure you want to keep updating people on what's happening.
Very much.
Myself, as I said, I've got a job. This channel, Gambakwe Media, came from the NAST Observer. The NAST Observer was paid for by the NAST SRC. In 1999, I was the publisher of the NAST Observer at NAST. And it's my duty to support the whole opposition in Zimbabwe because of the values that we agreed at that time at NAST, that I must do the media in a way that is open and transparent. And that is why you see me, I talk to everybody, because everyone in the SRCs, at NAST, at the UZ, that is what was agreed at that time. Thank you very much, Doc. And let us get out with a song. I'm going to play again, the youngsters singing.